Good day to all of you. And today is the World Awareness Day on Food Loss and Food Waste Prevention. So this is a day that we have to think about our food and how much we waste. So now, according to the Food and Agricultural Organization, they say 1/3 of the food that is being produced in the entire world is lost every year. So that comes to about 3.1 billion metric tons. So you can imagine how much food we waste. So, and also because of this, now special attention has been given by the world on prevention of food waste. So therefore now United Nations, they have developed the Sustainable Development Goals to bring about sustainable development. So there are about 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and under that the goal 12, it talks about responsible consumption and production. So under that goal, there's a target that we have to achieve. That is, we have to halve food waste by year 2030. So that is our target. So the whole world is working towards this target. So we also have to contribute and do our part. And also, why are we so much bothered about this food waste? Because we know there are a lot of people who don't get food. So out of 1% out of every nine are suffering from hunger. So therefore you know the gravity of it. And there are about 815 million people who starve every day. And especially in the Asian countries, it is about 515 people. So that is a big amount. So there are people who are starving. So we should not waste food. And also, if you talk about the food hunger index, right? We are in the 64th place out of 170 countries. So we are in the moderate hunger level. So that means it shows that we are also not 100% self-sufficient, and in our country also not that everybody is getting not food only but nutritious food to lead a healthy life. So therefore it is very, very important that we preserve food. And also if you talk about the Sri Lankan situation, from the production to the consumption, there is a 40% loss. Post-harvest loss is about 40%. That means the agricultural produce, especially the fruits and the vegetables, get lost about 40%. So that is huge amount and a huge economic loss. And also, if you talk about the cooked food, it is about 3,900 metric tons of food is waste every day in our country. So that is also a huge amount. Therefore, we have a duty to minimize this generation of food. And if you go to further statistics, when you talk about the food loss and food waste, 75% of the food is wasted at restaurants, hotels, and food handling establishments, and so on, catering services likewise. And 18% of the food is lost at wholesale markets and retail markets and supermarkets. And also 6% of the food is lost at slaughtering houses. So therefore we can see that 75% is food is lost at food handling establishments. So also now when we talk about the food system is from the production to the consumer, production, then how the transportation, storage, then going to the wholesaler, retailer, to the consumer, and then to the household. So that the whole food system is very, very important in this process. And inside food systems, we have food supply chains. That is, sometimes if it is within a village, there will be a very short food chain. That means the producer will sell their produce the next door maybe. So there can be food chains. Then the lengthy food chains are available when you have to supply the food from the rural areas to the urban areas. So that also depends, and there are various factors that control the food systems and the food chains in Sri Lanka. So therefore we have to improve every step of this food chain and the food system to minimize food loss and food waste. And we talk about the food technology. So it is very, very important that we improve the food technology sector, maybe at the very grassroots level with very simple technology, and also at the very industrialized type of thing. Then whatever the extra food or the produce that we produce can be preserved for a longer period rather than just throwing it as food waste. So therefore, food technology, improvement of food technology is also very, very important. And also from the government side, so what is the current status? So now the people of this country, most of them are aware about this food loss and food waste. So a lot of actions has been taken by the government sector as well as the private sector and the individuals. So some of the hotels, they are already aware and they are doing waste audits. So then they can find where the loss is, whether it is during purchasing, transportation, or storage, or whether it is at the consumption level. So then they can identify the specific place and then they can take action to minimize that. So likewise, some individual institutions have started it, schools likewise. And sometimes the eateries also, when you go by, you might see sometimes there are no notice saying, serve as much as you can eat. Don't serve too much. And if you leave food waste, you have to pay extra 30 rupees, something like that. There are sometimes messages. Sometimes in the workshops and all we see, when we have some programs also, you say we have a very small container to put food waste. So that gives an indication or nudge to say don't waste food. So likewise, now this message is going on, but we need to spread it more and more so that we can minimize food waste at a massive level. And also from the Ministry of Environment side, then we launched a national policy on waste management in 2019. So that talks about food waste. So that means nationally we have identified this issue. And also there's another policy on sustainable consumption and production that also talks about minimizing these wastages. So the policies are there. And the Food and Agricultural Organization, they developed a roadmap for minimizing food waste in the urban setup. So that was also launched last month on 17th of August. So this month we are going to have the first steering committee and start work. The steering committee consists of not only the government officials, but the private sector, NGOs, well-wishers, individuals. So likewise, whoever who is interested in can join the steering committee and provide their services. So we are going to start work. Already we are doing some work, but we are going to, start it in a more dispersed way so that we can get the contribution of all. If you are a housewife, how can you minimize food waste? That is, now when you are going to the market, just take a list and see what are the things available at home and what are the real things that you need to buy. Make a list and then go to the market and then purchase only the things that you need. Just because there's a sale or something going on, don't go and purchase if you don't want it. Because once you bring them home, then there will be a problem. Whether you have sufficient refrigeration facilities to store that, or if it is a dry food, where do you have a place to store it? So those issues are there. So just think about it. If I take this home, will I be able to serve it and use it? Right? Otherwise, I will be losing my money. So that is purchasing is important. So because how many members are there in your family? For how long you are buying the food? Maybe for 3 days or maybe a week, for a month. Then buy accordingly. That is number one. And the second one is bringing food home. And if you just put them into bags and just haphazardly bring it, maybe the fruits and vegetables may get trampled and then they get spoiled and the various things. Then you will have to discard half of the things that you brought. So don't do it. So be very safety. You have to bring it home, whatever you purchase. Then storing. How we are going to store the food? If you have rats and these ants and all these pests inside your house, then if you store the food, that will go wasted. So don't allow that. So store them very safely. And then in cooking also, if you can prepare tasty food, of course, yes, people will eat. Otherwise, there will be a problem. So otherwise they will not eat. Then you have to discard them. So the cooking techniques, the preferences of your family members, the nutrition value, especially the housewife has to think of the nutrition of the family. So nutrition food, how can you supply them? So thinking that you have to prepare and then provide them. And also whatever, sometimes maybe in peeling, sometimes maybe peel sometimes can be used as a food. Sometimes in vegetables like snake gourd, we just peel off and throw it, the peels, but you can make a salad out of that. So there are traditional methods where you make use of most of the vegetables, right, which are very, very nutritious. So go and search for those recipes and find out how you can do them. So likewise, if you work, you will see that you can definitely minimize food waste. And after that, whatever the food waste that you put it into the bin, you can make compost out of that, and that you can be used for your home gardening purposes. So if you are a retailer, if you are a food eatery, if you are running a hotel or a food handling establishment, you can think of minimizing food waste. Now, when we go to a hotel or a eatery, we will see there are only one packet of one size, a huge packet. So if you want to eat a small portion, then sometimes you don't get it. So if we can have in 2 packets, food will not go waste. So likewise, and also during this COVID situation, you can start a new business with this food waste, right? If, for example, if there's produce of maybe tomato or something is too much and the farmers don't get a good money for that, they will just throw it out. So you can buy it at a very cheaper rate. Then you can make sauce out of that, then jam out of that, maybe with the peels of orange, maybe marmalade. Then you can make it and preserve it for the next months to come. So likewise, and then you can sell it, and you can start this as a home industry. If you want technical support, always there are agricultural officers who will support you. And then the fish shopper, whatever the waste parts of fish, it's a huge environmental problem. So now you can, using that, you can make animal feed. So it's very simple technology. You have to steam it and then dry and crush, that's all. So very simple 3 processes. So you can do that. So likewise, you can think of some opportunities. And especially we have to emphasize on the indigenous and natural the things that we are just around you. Now maybe for example, jackfruits, right? Somebody can start an export industry out of that. Then the waraka, right? Now if you go to Thailand and all, you will see even in the 5-star hotels, the waraka is served as the dessert. So it's very delicious and people love to eat it. So why don't we promote such things in Sri Lanka? And I have come across waraka wine, Vela wine. So then why don't we think of some innovative things using the resources that we have? We have to think of with the base we have, with the resources we have, we can start a lot of new businesses, and you can become an entrepreneur starting at a home industry, as a home industry. So there are some mechanisms also to start. You get some amount of loans from the bank. So there are some systems also. But even without going for that, you can start your own business and thrive on that. So those are the ways to minimize food. So we have to think as a different role. We have to think where we can do. And also the best message is to teach your children. Teach your children not to waste food, because even if you get food today, right, you know, so many people are starving, right? And you must know, to get the rice plate onto your hand, how much of the farmers suffering, how much effort they are putting in. So that is a crime to waste food. You should never do that. And teach your children, even at home, not to waste food. Preserve the amount you can eat. And then even if you go to a wedding or function or a party or even a hotel, wherever, your friend's house, not to waste food, right? And that is the message that you have to give the children and train them to do accordingly. So that is the future of us, of the country. So then we can minimize the food. So finally, what I would like to say is, so today is a very, very important day, and where we have a target to achieve it. So every individual in this country can contribute to achieve this target. It's very simple. By minimizing food waste, you will get a big economic benefit. So that is why we should go for it. Start it today. Teach your children. Whatever business you do, whatever role you play, you are right from morning till evening. You are involved in eating food. Right? We normally take 3 meals a day. So every time when you take a meal, determine yourself not to waste food. And even in other countries like Germany, if you buy food and if you waste, we have to pay a penalty, pay money. So maybe in future we also might have to do something like that. So we should not go beyond that. So make it a point, be responsible, and every time when you take a meal, determine to minimize food waste. So that is the change I want to tell you all. So I think everybody will commit yourself and start work today itself. Thank you.